Misconceptions about working from home. The truth behind the hype. Working from home sounds like a dream, right? Rolling out of bed, skipping the commute, working in pajamas, and having all the time in the world to get things done. That's the fantasy, but the reality, a little different. In this video, we're breaking down the biggest misconceptions about working from home, what's true, what's exaggerated, and what no one tells you before you take the plunge. If you're working remotely or thinking about it, keep watching because this might just change how you see it. Misconception number one, working from home is easy. Let's start with the biggest myth. Working from home is a breeze. People assume it's like being on a permanent vacation with a laptop. No boss hovering over your shoulder, no annoying coworkers, no distractions. Just you, your computer, and endless productivity. Reality, working from home is not easy. It's just different. Sure, you eliminate commuting stress, but now you're battling new challenges, distractions, isolation, and the struggle to stay disciplined. Your home is now your office, and that means constant temptations, whether it's Netflix, laundry, kids, or that snack drawer calling your name. Your work never truly ends. It's tempting to check emails at all hours because your office is always there. Not all jobs are remote friendly. Just because you can do your work at home doesn't mean it's easy to juggle responsibilities without structure. Working from home requires just as much, if not more, discipline than going into an office. Misconception number two, you have unlimited free time. A common belief is that remote workers have all this extra time. People think we're out brunching, taking long naps, running errands in the middle of the day. Reality, the truth is, remote workers often work more hours than office workers. Without a clear end to the work day, it's easy to overwork and blur the boundaries between personal life and professional life. Meetings don't disappear, they multiply. Now, instead of walking to a conference room, you're sitting in back-to-back Zoom calls. The idea of running errands midday sounds nice until you realize that stepping away from work often means working late into the evening to catch up. Yes, there's more flexibility, but that doesn't mean less work. Misconception number three, working from home is lonely. This one, half true. If you love chatting with coworkers, grabbing coffee, or sharing office gossip, remote work can feel isolating. Reality, working from home can be lonely, but it doesn't have to be. Virtual workplaces have adapted. There are Slack chats, virtual coffee breaks, and team building activities to keep remote workers connected. Some people actually prefer working alone. If you're introverted, working from home might feel like a blessing. The trick is to stay intentional. Schedule video calls, meet up with local remote workers, or even work from a coffee shop occasionally. Loneliness is real, but it's manageable if you make the effort. Misconception number four, you can work in pajamas all day. Let's be honest. Yes, you can work in pajamas, but should you? Reality, what you wear affects your mindset and productivity. Rolling out of bed and staying in sleepwear can keep you in relax mode all day, making it harder to focus. And getting dressed, even in comfy casual clothes, signals to your brain that it's time to work, not lounge. And studies show that people feel more motivated and professional when they put on real clothes, even if it's just a hoodie and jeans instead of a suit. So, while you don't need to wear a blazer at home, changing out of pajamas can boost your productivity. Misconception not, remote work is just for millennials and Gen Z. A lot of people assume that remote work is just for young tech-savvy workers who want to work from coffee shops. Reality, remote work is for everyone. Parents benefit from working at home because it allows for more flexibility with childcare. People with disabilities or chronic illnesses often find remote work more accessible. Older employees are thriving in remote roles, proving that you don't need to be a tech genius to work from home. Remote work is about efficiency, not age. Misconception number six, you can work from anywhere, anytime. This is a big selling point for remote work. The freedom to work from the beach, a mountain cabin, or your favorite cafe. Reality, not every remote job is truly location independent. Many companies require specific work hours that match office hours, so you can't always work whenever. Working from a different country, time zones can be a nightmare. Not all internet connections are equal. Working from a tropical island sounds great until you're buffering on a Zoom call. Some people can work asynchronously on their own time, but many remote jobs still have structured schedules. Misconception number 7, remote workers are always available. Because you work from home, people assume you're always free to answer a call, reply to emails instantly, or jump into a last-minute meeting. Reality, remote work still has boundaries. And just because someone is home doesn't mean they're available 24/7. Being constantly connected leads to burnout. Remote workers need clear work-life separation too. Setting boundaries is key. Turning off notifications, scheduling breaks, and having a designated end to end the workday. Respecting remote workers' time is just as important as respecting in-office workers' schedules. Misconception number 8, you'll be less productive. Some managers fear that remote employees will slack off without supervision. Reality, studies show that remote workers are often more productive than office workers. No long commutes is more energy to focus. Fewer office distractions is deeper concentration. Many remote workers feel more motivated because they have control over their work environment. Productivity depends on the person, not the location. Final thoughts. Is remote work for you? So, is working from home everything people say it is? Yes and no. It offers flexibility, but it also requires discipline. It can be isolating, but it can also be freeing. You don't get an automatic work-life balance. You have to create it. At the end of the day, remote work isn't a shortcut to an easy job. It's just a different way of working. If you love structure and socializing, you might prefer an office. But if you thrive on flexibility and independence, remote work might be your perfect fit. No matter what you choose, the most important thing is to find a setup that works for you. Now, tell me in the comments, what's the biggest misconception you've heard about working from home? Let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this.